The greatest myth in the WNBA dump has officially been exposed. The myth of all myths, the deception of deceptions. For the better part of 2 years, maybe even 3 years, the mainstream media has been trying to convince us that Angel Reese is a huge star.
She entered the league like a star on a mission. Swagger at full blast, confidence unshakable, and more media buzz than most rookies ever get. Shea Barbie was hyped to be the next big thing.
Well, the first returns are coming in on the WNBA All-Star voting. Of course, it will be in Indianapolis. And as you can imagine, Caitlin Clark is leading the All-Star vote. By the way, it looks like a massive turn.
Fast forward to now, and the mood in Chicago has shifted drastically. Inside the Skyfront office, the smiles have faded, voices are rising, and the blame game is in full swing. Angel Reese is no longer seen as the rising star. She's become a cautionary tale behind closed doors. If you think it's time for a change, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk.
Be honest. Second straight year that Clark has led the fan voting. She was second in early returns in fan voting in 2024, but jumped to first with around 700,000 total votes by the end of the period. So I'm wondering, are we going to see 1 million votes this time? Because I saw somebody earlier that said so far, voting is actually way up versus exactly where we was at this time last.
Fast forward to now, and the mood in Chicago has shifted drastically. Inside the Skyfront office, the smiles have faded, voices are rising, and the blame game is in full swing. Angel Reese is no longer seen as the rising star. She's become a cautionary tale behind closed doors. If you think it's time for a change, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk.
Caitlin Clark has 3 times the amount of votes. 3 times the amount of votes as Angel Reese. So there you go. I suspect Sophie Cunningham's numbers are going to grow. After what we've seen, somebody said, I saw some things online about they sold $1 million worth of Sophie Cunningham jerseys, and something in the neighborhood of 12,000 all went out one day.
This wasn't just another coaching critique. It was a full-blown wake-up call. A behind-the-scenes, no cameras kind of confrontation where the real truth usually comes out. After another frustrating performance that left coaches frustrated and fans stunned by the box score, the GM reportedly stormed into the locker room with a purpose.
Some in the media even do investigative journalism and claim that Angel Reese is the face of the WNBA because she leads the league in followers on social media, along with missed layups and a complete lack of athleticism. Of course, the vast majority of her followers are bots and lonely men, most of which are not buying tickets or watching her games on television because they can't afford the 5 pesos a month to watch the Chicago Bravado on WNBA League Pass.
Angel Reese, no PR filter, no coddling, just a straight-up verbal body check. And it wasn't about hustle, this was about basics. How many more blown layups do we stomach before we make a move? That question hit like a warning shot across the bow. And according to insiders, this wasn't the first time her name came up. It's been building quietly at first. But now the whispers are turning into roars.
Angel, David Moses with the Bigs Media. Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question.
Yeah, we'll move on. Thank you. Move on to Zoom.
Coaches and staff had been breaking down the tape, watching Angel struggle at the rim like she'd lost her touch. But this latest performance was the breaking point. Missed open looks, botched opportunities, and key plays that swung the momentum the wrong way. It wasn't just poor execution, it was costly. Inside the locker room, the tension was thick. Teammates sat in silence as the GM finally voiced what many were thinking. She might have been a college standout, but this isn't the Big Ten anymore. This wasn't just a reality check, it was a demand for accountability. And for once, the criticism wasn't coming from fans or social media. It was coming from within.
There's a supposed people keep telling me supposed second most popular player in the league. That doesn't look like the second most popular player at all. And in fact, a rookie I have been touting that is playing better than Angel Reese, Kiki Arifin. Well, basketball fans are showing up, and they have got her voted ahead of Angel right now. Angel is not in the top.
That speech sent a clear message through the room. No one's job is guaranteed. The Sky went all in on Angel Reese. Billboards, hype, the face of the franchise. But now the question is creeping in. Did they invest in a rising star or just a flashy illusion? All promise, no payoff.
According to Forbes, Caitlin Clark is not responsible for elevating this turd into the mainstream. The ladies responsible for elevating the WNBA are Angel Reese and the unknown face of the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces.
Angel entered the WNBA riding a wave of massive hype. But now that wave is crashing hard. Chicago didn't draft her for social media buzz. They expected impact. Instead, they're witnessing the string of missed opportunities. Her latest outing, particularly the rough showing against Atlanta, put a spotlight on her struggles to finish at the rim. And the gap between expectations and reality has never been clearer.
Enough to tell you where Angel Reese's place is. Well, it's 13th place. And I can tell you right now, Jonquel Jones ought to be ahead of her.
She missed layups so cleanly it felt like even the backboard had had enough. Point-blank putbacks turned into momentum killers, each miss draining the team's energy a little more. What should have been scoring chances became deflating moments. Fans didn't need a box score to understand. What they saw was a player who looked uncertain, not unstoppable.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion.
Clips of her missed shots started circulating fast. Twitter slowed them down frame by frame like a modern-day Zapruder film, while analysts dissected every misfire like they were studying relics. Sky fans didn't hold back. Comment sections lit up with scorching takes that left no doubt about their frustration.
There is obviously no way Angel can compare to Caitlin Clark as a shooter or a passer. And there is no way Angel can live up to her dynamic social media / podcast presence as a shooter or a passer or even a shot blocker. She's blocked only 2 shots so far this season. She doesn't even do.
Social media turned into a war zone. Critics compared her finishing to junior varsity drills. Some joked she talked like a star but finished like a practice squad player. Others questioned how someone with that much size could disappear in the paint. One thing was clear. The internet was done handing out benefit of the doubt passes.
She has energy. She has an attitude. She'll rebound you the basketball. Great. Nothing else. She has not. She's got self-awareness. She knows that she's not a very good basketball.
But the fallout wasn't just online. Behind the scenes, the mood was shifting. Coaches looked visibly worn down, aging years with every timeout. Broadcasters tried to stay diplomatic, but the subtext said it all. Even opponents were catching on, pushing her into tough angles just to watch the breakdown unfold. On some nights, you could even spot opposing benches fighting back smirks as another shot rattled off the rim, like a blooper reel unfolding in real time.
They continue to talk a good game instead of being about a good game. This is fan voting. This is literally vote for who you are a fan of. Vote for who you're a fan of, or vote for who you think is most worthy. Vote for who you're a fan of. Vote for who you think is most worthy. Vote for who you think are the stars in this league. Angel Reese fans, you guys aren't fans of her? You don't think she's most worthy? You don't think she's a star in this league?
Not only is the self-proclaimed Barbie not in the lead, Angel Reese isn't even close to making the top 7, 8, 9 on the list are Kelsey Mitchell, Sabrina Ionescu, and Lexington Hull. The following 3 are Kiki Arifin, Kelsey the Plumber, and Satu Sabali? You mean to tell me these unknowns are ranked
Lexi Hall, 217,000, and there is Kiki Arifin, 213,500. She's averaging a double-double, a legit double-double, with a good field goal percentage. Angel Reese, well, wait a minute. I thought it was about you too. Everybody's watching because of me too, except everybody's not watching because of you too. I mean, guys, if the ratings ain't enough and the attendance ain't enough and what happened at LSU ain't enough and all this other stuff ain't enough to tell you where Angel Reese's place is, well, it's 13. So even right down here, the mirror's calling out Angel Reese. As for Reese, one-time All-Star from last year in a rookie season alongside Clark, who appears set to earn a second honor, has struggled in 2025. 23-year-old, notorious for her rebounding supremacy, averages 11 points, but the Sky are 3-8. And she's shooting like, I don't even know what she's at now. It's probably less than 35. Let's see. Fan voting runs through the 28th. Culmination of fan voting, 50%. Player votes, 25%. And media votes. Oh, that's going to be where Angel Reese makes her move. Media votes, 25% will determine the all-star starters. Looking right at you, CBS. You still ain't released the rating.